I'm with Kim at Geranium Lake Flowers today. Hi.
Hi.
I love to entertain, but mostly I'm in the kitchen, so I'm looking for some tips to make my table look great.
Well, you came to the right place.
All right.
So we're going to set the table today for our holiday dinner. We can call it Thanksgiving, we can call it having the in-laws over, whatever. But the first thing, my table is a little small, but we're kind of small on space here. I'm going to have you select our linen. So I just grabbed from our racks, 3 different colors. So sometimes people think, well, maybe I should keep my linen neutral because I'm going to have the color in the food.
Right.
And the color in the flowers or the decor. Or maybe I want something a little bit more lively to, kind of brighten the room if you have a space that's a little blah.
Right.
And especially in the Northwest, we need all the help we can get.
Sure, sure.
So I brought this we call this salmon. This is just a really pretty damask. And then this is like an espresso crush. So it's a polyester linen that's awesome. It reflects the light. So, honey, you're going to choose. What do you think?
I'm going with a salmon. I was going to call it orange, but I'll call it salmon today.
Yeah, it's prettier when you call it salmon. So I'm kind of surprised because I thought you would pick the ivory, being a chef and all. Chefs are so particular.
But you asked me for my favorite color.
They're so particular about their plates. So I'd like you to put this on for me.
I'm also creating a challenge for you.
Yeah, so there's lots of schools of thought if our linen should go to the floor. When I'm doing events, I don't like to tuck the chairs all the way in because I like the linen to drop vertical to the floor. It's a little bit more elegant. It looks a little bit prettier. So we're going to go ahead and start folding napkins. Are you good at folding napkins?
No, but I'm going to learn.
Okay, so we're going to do, I have 2 different napkins, and we're going to fold both of them, and we're going to see what they look like. But we have a linen, just a plain natural linen, and then you have the chocolate Dupioni silk. So we are going to do a pocket fold. So we're starting from the back. You go 2/3 of the way up.
Okay.
And then take your fingers and we're going to tuck it in like that. Got it?
Okay.
And this is the back of our fold. So then we're going to flip it like this in thirds. And then we're going to turn it over very delicately. These are kind of a wrinkly kind of napkin. Mm-hmm. So then this goes in our place setting. So you can go ahead and set it right there.
Is that all right?
And then what's cool is since we're in a flower shop, we can get a little blossom or a little something to put in the napkin. And we'll show you a little bit later when we get the chargers and the plates out how we can make this look a little bit more festive.
Great.
Okay, so we're back to our table. Fast forward a little bit. I set the chargers. I love to polish the silverware because, when you go into your silverware drawer at my house, there's little bits of cereal and little handprints and dishwasher stuff. So we polish it. You're doing
I polish it.
Yeah, you're doing an awesome job. I haven't put the flowers on the table, but you can see I went ahead and put a charger on. A charger is the underplate that is instant glamour. It makes any table look pretty. So it's usually about 12 inches, and you don't serve food on it typically, because I think they have those evil lead glazes on them. And then you put your dinner plate on there. A lot of times you can keep the dinner plate in the kitchen and pre-plate up the food.
Okay.
Or you can go ahead, if you're serving family style, go ahead and put your napkin. And you can see I put a little magnolia leaf and just a little fall mum that you can get anywhere or here.
The charger really, really makes it look a lot more
Yeah,
elegant.
and you can tell this table is a little small, so it does make it a little cramped, but in a good way. It makes it intimate and kind of sexy and romantic and festive. So for our flower arrangement, we just kind of, I like to source a lot of things in backyards, and especially for TV audiences, I like to make it easy for you. So we just got a white pumpkin and carved it out, just filled it with water, and filled it with kind of autumnal splendor. So this is a little Nandina from the yard. This seeded uke happened to come from California. But the chilies, the echinacea pods, the mums, the roses, a lot of stuff was sourced locally.
Tips for putting it in?
Just slam and jam. That's what
Really?
we like to do.
I can do that.
For at home, it's easier to put a lot of stuff in it.
Right.
So I usually start with the greens and the texture, and then I add my flowers. If you're an at-home flower arranger, you can just source stuff in your backyard. Camellia, you know, a lot of branches. You know, everybody has echinacea pods still at this time. And, you know, it looks pretty glamorous. I like to keep my flowers low because we want to see your face.
People, right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you can see how darling our little velvet pumpkin place cards turned out. We just made these on our computer. We just go to Paper Zone and get paper and just, you know, print out everybody's name, and then you can be kind of like the party controller. And I just affixed it with a little pin and a little mum. So that's pretty much it. I tossed a few gourds and a few things. If you don't have a flower arrangement, just go lots of candles and lots of gourds, and boom, you're set.
So Kim, you have one more charger to show us?
Yeah, this is just a simple, kind of more rustic feel. You can actually serve food on it, I guess, but we just cut leftover Christmas trees from 2008 from the Benson.
Big Christmas tree.
Big Christmas tree. And it becomes the charger. It's a little bit more rustic, but it is definitely kind of cool. The only issue, sometimes it raises up your plate a little bit.
Right.
I would probably maybe use this for dessert or something. Look how cool that would be if you had a little 6-inch square plate with your pumpkin pecan pie or whatever. Yeah, so we're pretty much done. It looks fabulous.
The table looks wonderful. It was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
And if people have more questions, they can come to Geranium Lake Flowers, get some more tips.
Yeah, we're located in the U.S. Bancorp Tower. We'll have all our instructions on our website. And if you would like to take a class, I don't have any scheduled yet, but if you call me or send me an email, I might be able to arrange it.
Great, thanks a lot.
Okay.
And we'll have links from fusionnw.com.
Can we say a cheer?
We can.
Salute.
Cheers.